Jack, Becker.
Hi.
Congrats on the win, man.
One more time.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Safe to say, obviously, the biggest of your career by far.
For sure.
I mean, not just the moment, the main event slot, but the opponent as well.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest fight of my career, and super happy to get the win, of course. But I would have been even happier if I managed to finish him. But this is a 5-round fight, and I went all the 5 rounds, so that gives me a lot of material to watch and to learn from.
I don't think it would be fair to say people counted you out. But would it be fair to say that you opened a lot of people's eyes with how you were able to perform tonight?
I really think so. I think a lot of people were sleeping on me, and people thought that I was just jumping into this fight, and I give it a shot and see if I can win. It wasn't like that at all. I really believed that my skills were better than his, and I think I proved that tonight.
I think a lot of people also would be surprised that you were so willing to go to the ground with him, and he mentioned back here that choke was tight, like that was legit. Was part of the game plan all along to go to the ground with him and test him there, because most people would not be willing to do that.
Yeah, the game plan was to mix it up, and later in the rounds I got a little bit tired, so I didn't have the drive in my takedowns. Because I wanted to fight even more on the ground than we actually were. So it was really, really close there in the first round, was it right? I was close to finish that guillotine choke there. And Jack showed how great he is, because I would have finished 9 out of 10 guys down there, but I didn't finish him.
And we knew a couple days ago when we talked that he had been talking about being promised a title shot if he beat you. Didn't happen for him. What is your push now with your bosses, and sort of what do you want next?
I think they should be talking about me. When is Jack gonna get a title shot? What do I have to do to get one? And that's what I'm interested about, and that's what I'm gonna ask the UFC. What do I have to do? Who do I have to beat? Is it that guy? Is it that guy? Give me that guy. I want to beat him, and I want to get the title.
Jack, congratulations on the W. Earlier today, at your hotel, you were chilling poolside at the rooftop, in the shade, of course. What was going through your mind hours ago during those moments?
Yeah, I was visualizing what I was gonna do tonight, and over and over again, all the different situations. Just preparing myself for this war, that we're going into, and that's how I prepare myself. I sit alone and I'm working it over here in the computer, just visualizing.
And did it go the way you were visualizing it?
I had a couple of options up here. One of the options was an early finish that I was hoping for. My coach was always telling me that this is the fight that's going to happen. You're going to outpoint him. You're going to be more precise. You're going to have better precision than him. He's going to throw the big bombs, and you're going to stick and move. And that's the fight that happened.
How tight did you have the choke around his neck?
Extremely tight, it was so close. It was just a small adjustment, and I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna, this is the choke. It's something that have been hitting lately, and I'm gonna perfect it even more, in practice, and make sure that no one is getting out of that again. It was really, really close, but he did a good job to get out of there.
Jack, over here. In the fifth round, what were you thinking? What did you want to do in the 5th round? How did it go for you and what you wanted to do? And what did you think that it had to go to the decision? Did you think you had that fight, or were you a little like, oh, it's going to a decision here with the judges?
I knew it was my fight, but I didn't want to go to 5 rounds. It's terrible to be in there in 5 rounds. It's a long time, I was super tired. I want to get out of there. My coaches were telling me, "No, Jack, in this round you're gonna keep the distance." And I'm just like, nope, I ain't. I'm gonna take him down. I want to be on top. I don't want to stick and move. I don't want to dance. I'm tired, I want to get out of here. So I just threw a couple of hard punches and tried to take him down,
Now, Jack, in that first round, you rock him, you get him in that near choke. In the second round, you dominate him on the ground, you keep him down there for the majority of that round. How much of a confidence builder was it for you through those moments when you're seeing that you're controlling somebody who most people find one of the more dangerous people in that zone, and you're just showing up, basically showing off at that point?
It's a great, not a confident booster, but more like, a confirmation, Yeah, you're that good, I thought I was that good, now I know.
And in that third round, which is, I believe, would be the one round that a lot of the judges gave in Jacare's favor, was it more like you were just taking a step back for a moment to catch your breath again, or was it just that you felt like Jacare actually caught a second wind?
He has, he's always, not a second wind, but he's just coming all the time, and it's his heart, He's one of those fighters that he doesn't give up. And I was telling my coaches, it's so important that I'm disciplined through the 5 rounds, because he's not going to stop, It doesn't matter how tired he gets, he's going to throw bumps on you. And I was thinking, man, can't he take a step back, but you can't count on your opponent to give you space. You got to create it yourself, and I try to do so. But sometimes I got hit, of course, but fortunately I hit him more than he hit me.
Congratulations on your victory. You said you would fight anybody to get your title shot. Who would you prefer, Joel Romero, Kelvin Gastelum, perhaps Chris Weidman as your next opponent?
I would prefer the one that gives me the title shot. That's what it's about, So that's what my question is going to be, Hey, the UFC, who is going to give me the title shot? Is it this guy? Is it this guy? That's the guy that I want to fight. And, is it 1 fight or 2 fights? I'm not sure, But I think that me saving this card, and taking this fight on a short notice, I think I should get rewarded for that as well, And but I want to beat the best guys. When I get to that title, I want everybody, all of the fans, to really believe that I deserve it. Because when I get the title, I want people to recognize me as the best fighter in the world and nothing less.